This is my reflection on my grade 12 volleyball season, which was in fact my final season because I decided not to play club. This occurred from September 2nd, basically the start of school until November 8th. That's when we had our finals match. I will get into that, I will not spoil anything. And this reflection, it might be a bit longer, it holds a lot of bulk. I wrote a lot about it because, it touched my heart, my final volleyball season. So I will be looking at my description and goals occasionally. I look down anyways, so I can, make it more smoother. Okay, just, hopping into it. So yes, this season was big for me, right? The last 2 years, grade 10 of being on the bench, getting experience in club, grade 11 of finally making seniors and being able to step up and playing club once again, but being on the bench because my competition was with Team Alberta players. And finally, grade 12. This year, school season, I was already on the team. I didn't need to try out, right? Because this year, I had reached a very high level of volleyball. I'm gonna say I was a very good player, and I was a crucial part of this team taking us to finals. I was a middle, and you know what? I had nothing to lose. I had fully locked in, trained hours, and it was go time, crunch time for me. Practices, I was locked in. My injuries did stop me a bit, my jumper's knee and my back, but I won't get into that. Actually, I guess I could. It was a humbling thing for me once again, as I was doing very well in seasons, but these injuries led me to slow down, reflect on myself, heal, ice, maintain my body, right? Because I wasn't like my body is not like other kids. It's not as tolerant. I have to slow down a bit. And it was just I was able to slow down and reflect. I'll get into that later. And more on the season as a holistic approach. It was fun, right? Got to play with my grade 11s who I had met for 1 year, my grade 12 fellows who I had known since grade 10, and a couple of grade 10s, one grade 10 in fact, who was one of my good friends before high school. So it was an amazing season. It was fun. We were a disciplined team, and we were destroying everyone. Okay, our record, I think our record was 9-2 or 10-2, and we went crazy in regular. Okay, I won't talk about playoffs because we're already at 2 minutes 30. I'll go into the final game, right? I took a nap before this game. I ate pasta. I was ready, and this was the not deciding moment of my volleyball career, right? Because it was actually the journey, which was the precious part, but this was a big moment, right? This was how it would end. And it was the Div 2 gold medal, right? Versus Memorial. And we weren't that worried going against them because we had beat them before, but they did have college players. They had multiple college players who were very good. It was fun versing them because they were nice people as well. And we were all locked in. We were ready. Yet our setter, I'm not going to give names, right, because it's not personal, but he felt slightly different that day. He wasn't cooperating with us. He didn't want to listen to coach. He felt he could go on his own accord, and this did lead to us losing. And you know what? I'll get into this part after. Before the game even, my whole team showed up in Memorial composite tournament jerseys, right, to taunt the other team, Memorial, because we beat them in their own tournament. Yet I was the only one who didn't show up in this. I wore just my Lillian warm-up jersey, and I felt this is a defining factor for me, right, because I look at my morals over what the team's doing. I didn't want to humiliate the other team or, aggravate them, right, because we're competitors, we're there to build respect, not to taunt them. And this just shows who I am as a person, right? I'm not trying to say I'm someone big, but it just shows that I want to be humble. I want to play and build bonds, not sever them through being disrespectful as my team was that day. And you know what? We deserve losing. Not me personally, because I wanted to win and I was ready to win, but our team deserved to lose because we can't just show up in our home court, wear their tournament jerseys, and be cocky and expect to win. And you know what, to some extent I'm happy we lost because it really humbled our team, put our team in place, because we can't be doing that. And in the end, we did lose. We lost 0-3 sets. That's crazy, right? Beat them twice before. Now we lost 0-3. And honestly, like, here, let's see, what did I wrote for that? Yeah, okay, so I wasn't like necessarily upset. I wasn't upset that we lost. Like, this process of losing, it didn't really upset me. Yet I was really upset because I was upset that we had such a high ceiling, yet we decided to throw it away in our final game where there's a big crowd, everyone's watching. And this doesn't make me nervous, but I'm just, so sad, right? We had a promising team. We could have gone Div 1 and gone crazy as well. But just due to our setter, first of all, not conforming is not a good thing, but listening, cooperating. And it's just so sad, right? And it's the cons of collaboration. At some point, you cannot meet compromise no matter how hard you try. And despite my strengths, I was mentally locked in. I wasn't nervous. Despite this, I was humbled, right? We lost. And it just shows that no matter what you do, you can't get everything, right? All my commitment, all my perseverance for the last 2 years of training, all these skills I had gained, my volleyball skills, my ball control, my hitting, all of this, in the end, I couldn't do a thing about it because I'm a middle, right? And a middle is a part of the team, yet the main position is setter, right? They get second ball, they facilitate all the attacks, and it just shows that I couldn't do everything, even as the player I was. And yeah, it was very humbling. And after the season, it was pretty empty for the next 2 weeks. Not just because we lost, but because there was no daily practices. I wasn't active all day, and it was just slowing down once again because my career was technically over. I didn't want to play club because I had to focus on full IB. Yeah, I did promise to keep myself healthy through daily exercise and playing. Yet for these 2 weeks after I took a break, because I was done, right? And in the end, I was proud of myself, right? I had built myself to be a good, strong athlete who was kind, who was able to express his morals and hold a moral high ground compared to others. And I was satisfied, right? In the end, it is exactly how I wished for. I got to start on a team, had a good coach, build bonds with my teammates, and I represented my school, right? Like, some teachers told me I was their favorite player to watch, and that's how it should be, right? Ada Khan, going crazy on the court. And my parents were proud of me. That's all I could ask from a volleyball season or a volleyball career. And yeah, that's what I did. And I had priorities after to pursue full IB and do well in that instead of playing club, and I don't regret it. It's been going well. So I hope you enjoyed this reflection. I did cover all my learning outcomes, and it was actually pretty heart to heart here. So I hope you enjoyed it. My bad, it was 8 minutes 30 seconds, but I had to get that off my chest,